Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, Aim Small, Miss Small. My name is Ruan Skuman, and today we're talking brass cleaning. So there's three popular ways of cleaning your brass: wet tumbling, dry tumbling, and sonic cleaning. So I thought let me put them to the test and show you guys which one works the best. We all have our preference and the way we do things, but let's see if it's actually the best way to do it. So I've got wet, dry, and sonic cleaning is the three methods that I'm going to use for this, and I use 223 Lapua brass to test it with. I'm sure you're wondering why I've got the TESLONG borescope on the table here. I'm going to use that to look inside of the brass at the end of the cleaning to see how clean it is on the inside. Although the brass might be clean on the outside, doesn't mean that it's clean on the inside. So stay tuned, have a look, and put your comments below to see what you think will be the best method to clean your brass. Alright guys, so here we have the dirty brass, just so we have a baseline to what to compare it to. Nice dirty primer pockets over there, nice build up inside. Neck's also nice and dirty on the inside, just to give you an indication of how dirty they are. And we'll also have a look at the outside of the case compared to what it'll look like when we're done. Alright, so let's get the brass into their respective cleaners. This is the Hornady Sonic Cleaner, and I'm setting the timer to 15 minutes as prescribed in the book. You can do a little bit more if it was intensive cleaning. Here I've got my stainless steel pins for the SS tumbler, for the wet tumbler, and adding some brass pieces to that. And the last method we're going to be testing is the dry tumbler with the Hornady media in the inside, and it's on the Lyman turbo tumbler. So there, let them run for their respective times and we'll have a look at what they come out to be. Okay, so this is after, so let's compare the primer pocket cleaning. This is a sonic cleaner, doing a good job, some of them still dirty. This is the wet tumbler, also not a bad job, one or two that didn't clean so well. And then of course the dry tumbler. If you do spot the odd one out, comment in the comment section below, but it's definitely not cleaning as well as the other two. It does give it a fantastic shine, but shiny does not always mean clean. So stay tuned for the inside view of the three cleaning methods. Let's see what they look like. This is the sonic cleaner. Nice dirty as we go in. I didn't put the mirror on the TESLONG. I want to compare the base plate of each of the brass. I'm going to use 5 brass cases randomly selected out of the cleaning batches so you can have a look. This is number 2 for the sonic. Not too bad, looking clean at the base plate. Still a lot of residue on the inside of the case all the way to the neck, but fairly clean on the inside, almost like the primer pockets. Maybe a little bit of extra cleaning would have done the job on these, but not half bad. This is number 5. All right, and let's look at the wet tumbler. Also again, 5 randomly chosen out of the batch that was cleaned. All right, number 1 not looking too good, a little bit of an extra build-up at the back. Number 2, geez, like that is nice and clean, looking well. Number 3, also nice and clean, a little bit left there. Number 4, again we've got some patches of excess dirt or build up on the corner there, but not too bad. And number 5, all the way from the back, you can see that's nice and clean. Alright, so between the sonic cleaner and the wet tumbler, who do you think is the winner on the inside? Then for the dry tumbler, as expected, if you look at the primer pockets, still quite dirty. Nice and shiny on the outside, but not so shiny on the inside. We got it compared to the other 2, sonic or wet. This is not good at all, so not as clean as either of the other 2. Here and there you get a clean one, maybe a little bit of extra time in the tumbler would have cleaned it up, but we'll have to have a look and see if we do leave it longer. If you want me to do a test on how the times differ, let me know. Okay, so we'll do a little bit of a comparison. This is the dry tumbler, which is clearly the least effective cleaning way to do it. So very bad on the first 3. This is the sonic cleaner. I think that is clear to say that was the second best. And I think the best cleaning way to clean your brass on the inside will be the wet tumbler. Each of these have pros and cons, all right? But what do you think? Who do you think is the winner? This is just footage on the outside of the casing. This is for the sonic cleaner. Nice and clean outside, doesn't really polish it. This is the wet tumbler. You can clearly see some dings on the outside of the brass. It took a little bit of a hammering, hurting the brass on the outside, not leaving it as clean. And then, of course, the fantastically shiny dry tumbler.